Hey, catch Race Central Radio, the greatest names in motorsports, Saturday at our new winter time, noon to 2 Mountain, and always streaming on the web at racecentralmedia.com. Click on Listen Live.
I'm Kelsey Vernon. Let's get back to the hot action on Race Central TV.
Hey, check it out. Welcome to this week's edition of Race Central TV. Terrific show lined up for you. Do want to remind you, hey, it's been a great year, 2009, for Race Central. We're now on 3 major television networks. If you're watching this right now, hey, you can watch us on Altitude, K3 Network, and we go around the globe. MavTV.com to check us out in HD, and also Race Central Radio, the greatest names in motorsports from the front range to Formula One, as we like to say. New day, new time, Saturdays from noon to 2 Mountain Time. You can check us out around the globe on RaceCentralMedia.com, our live streaming link. And also, if you miss a Saturday show, you can catch Race Central replay on Sunday mornings from 7 to 9 on what I like to call the blowtorch for motorsports. Hey, I'm host Kurt Hansen. We'll be back after this.
I'm Jesse Stiles, and you're watching Race Central TV.
Oh, I mean, I'm probably as excited to go to Milwaukee as anywhere, to be quite honest, because it's that place is being a flat 1 mile track. It's definitely a driver's track, and I felt last year like we were probably the car to beat. You know, qualified second in the race. I mean, the car was awesome, and I made a mistake which took us out of it, but I thought there was no doubt we had the pace to compete and win that race. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to go back and have another shot. We definitely know what mistakes we made in the race last year. We basically tried to race my qualifying car, which is way too aggressive. I knew on the second lap I was going to be in trouble last year, but again, I think we're going to hit the ground with a great baseline, and from there, we think we know what to do. So hopefully we can tune in.
Milwaukee's always been a special place, and started off being special for the wrong reasons. Just really had some bad runs there, and last year to get my first win at almost my nightmare circuit, it was so exciting. So I'm really looking forward to going back again with Penske, again, the same team I won with for the first time, and hopefully we can prove that it wasn't a fluke.
I mean, we had a really good run today. I mean, we're really happy with the car. To be completely honest, the McDonald's boys worked hard this weekend, and we had the pace. It's just unfortunate we couldn't bring it home. But we're definitely happy. We're excited to be back here this year, and certainly looking forward to next. That's for sure.
You had said, this is such a tough track, and a lot of times staying on the lead lap is a challenge at this place.
Yeah, and it was a challenge, to stay in the lead lap for a lot of guys today. But for us, our car was really good. We had no problems keeping up with the leaders. It was just a matter of trying to not to get too far behind, and unfortunately, in the end, we did, and it hurt us.
Good. In a book report, I would summarize it as. It was a good day. I mean, we had my start wasn't so good. I was really disappointed with that, and kind of tried to make up for it later on and tried to be really aggressive, and the next start was really good. And but really today was about taking care of the car. I mean, everybody, I think, well, I couldn't see the first 4 cars or whatever most of the time, but it seemed like everybody went off to some degree, and it was just how much. And so I just, it was easier at the end. Thank you. It was just easier. It was just easier to look after the tires early on in the run so that it was easier for me later. You know, so it was about discipline and just being smart. You know, guys were good in the pits again. So what can I say? Another top 5 for the boost car, and we're on a good roll.
You know, we put ourselves a little behind yesterday with qualifying. We discovered a couple of problems on the TomTom car after qualifying yesterday, so we regrouped this morning and we had a pretty good start. Got up front, you know, close to, I think I was running 3rd or 4th. But the hard thing was definitely was lapped cars. It was traffic. It was timing your passes right, and my guys did a great job and got me out in the lead on a green flag stop, and I just missed time to pass. Somebody took my air off. That was it. Got back to 3rd again, and I really tried hard to pass Briscoe at the end there, but again, when he was taking my air, there was nothing I could do. Tough day, but that's the Milwaukee Mile produces close racing, and you're really fighting that lap traffic all day.
How bad would you have wanted to win here and recreate that magic from 04?
Dude, you always want to win. You always want to win, and you know, I felt we had the car to do it, but like I say, I just mistimed that one pass, and that's all it takes. So you're you know, the target guys were great in the pits all day, and you can't make any mistakes if you want to win.
No, it's you know, I had a great car today, and I just fell short. You know, we led a ton of laps, and unfortunate just to lose it at the end there to Scott, but he was fast, you know, and he just got a better run on me in the traffic, and then continued to pull away. So it was going to be hard to hold him off, I think, for the last sort of 30 laps there. But it was a great day anyway. You know, we had a strong car, got the pole, led most laps, and had great pit stops. Just fell a little bit short from the win, but you know, it's all about the championship, and brought home 2nd place, and it was a good day.
Obviously, that one make a statement.
Oh, it's great always, you know, because this track really is so tough. And you know, last year I didn't qualify well, so the first achievement was to try to do a lot better in qualifying than last year. And we got the pole, so that was the first step. And wasn't quite as good in the race this year, but we were right there, you know, racing for the win all day long. And it's always satisfying because this place, you know, it can be really bad to you, and it can be really good to you. And to come out of it, you know, racing for the lead all day long, you know, it's definitely a good day.
Yeah, you know, I think the car was good all day. You know, the target guys have done a fantastic job, and the engineer, you know, Eric had done a fabulous job, and you know, we were fast the whole day. We were kind of just waiting for the right timing, and I don't even know how many laps, probably 25 or 30 to the end, and we got a run on Briscoe through 1 and 2, and finish it off going into 3. And you know, we had quite a few runs during the day. He was definitely making it tough to pass. He had a very wide car at points, but you know, you've really got to try and keep pushing at this race, and hopefully somebody fumbles into a mistake. But I'm just stoked that we've won at the Milwaukee Mile.
Obviously, this place, they always talk about how patience, you got to have patience here, and you weren't back there playing possum, you were actually just being patient.
Yeah, you know, I was patient for most of the day, patiently aggressive, I guess you could put it. You know, we've struggled a little bit on restarts where, you know, I think we bottomed quite a bit, and it was quite hard to get up to speed straight away, but sort of 5 laps into the run, we were away, and the car was, you know, just quick. But, you know, you got to be patient, you got to sort of, you know, pick your lines with the traffic and try and, you know, feed your way through it as quick as possible, and you know, I think Briscoe is doing a great job of that. We were kind of just following him a little bit, and you know, you're going to kind of fall into a spot where maybe it's not going to go your way, and that's when we had to pounce, and you know, it worked out.
Hey, James Dean here for Race Central TV. Well, not really, but hey, I want to thank all of you for watching this week's edition of Race Central TV. Dynamite shows coming up, all kinds of new and exciting things happening at the end of 2009 for Race Central TV. But hey, we're not going anywhere. 2010 is going to be rocking harder than ever. Hey, for everybody here, I'm host Kurt Hansen. See ya next week.